I don't want to hook that. Bad tool for capturing whipped cream. I might need it. I don't want to throw it off the ship. No. I don't need to wear a helmet. There's plenty of air. I don't think this helmet would do much good there. Doesn't seem to be any way back up there. But you know, that's okay. I like having my feet on the ground. Warning. Airlock ahead. Safety suit and air tether required for extravehicular exploration. But don't worry, I'll put it on you. Sweetie Pie? So, those spacesuit parts I found belong to someone named Sweetie Pie. But who is behind Sweetie Pie? That's what I want to know. I don't need to wear a helmet. There's plenty of air here.
Okay, I have no clue what to do with fella at the moment. So let's see.
It says banned for life. I don't see what the big deal is. I saved most of them.
Except for mom though, but whatever. Still didn't want to do that.
Seriously, who do they think they're fooling with this baby stuff? Looks like the windows have been sealed with some sort of force field.
Okay, there's one more item that I think might have something useful. I'm not sure, but I think so.
Stop right there. I don't want to touch that pill until I know what it is. Could be space poison. A strange yarn arm with a hook? This grabber arm doesn't seem so grabby for shades. I'm keeping these to myself. It's hard to find shoes that fit. The only thing this trigger is good for is firing Alex's death ray. Man, I really put some sweet holes in this thing.
I have no other clue for her, but I do know what now from one more thing for Shay. And that's the robot. So now with the pattern that we know, I can actually put them together. So it is this one connected to this one. Let's see, it's this one connected to this one, and this one connected to this one.
That's all my wire.
I actually have to rethink about that. Yes, I did it exactly correct. That should be it.
I have a good feeling about that pattern. But I don't know why.
Hey, he's alive. You're alive, little buddy. How do you feel? So glad to have you back. Okay, see you later.
Okay.
Hey, how about this little guy? I think he wants to help.
Wow, look at him go. Oh, and he knows electronics. Great. might just be the genius I was looking for.
Yep, and they do windows.
And they do windows.
Look at him go. This old-fashioned wiring must seem so primitive to him.
Hey, in my day we got by just fine without any fancy six-sided help. But I am glad he's here.
Can I go through this door my dad used?
Oh, you don't want to go down there yet.
Hey, is that Prima Doom? I mean, Shell Mound?
Hey, you got this old-timey laser coil and...
Okay, so that one is working now. Now the only thing what I'm missing is that the snake has to go to him. Now that's the only thing I'm going to look up now further on. I found the rest of myself yet. Oh, that's fucking stupid. How the hell are you ever supposed to figure that out? Okay, so I found out about the snake. Shay always has been strangled in his young age by that other snake, that huggy snake. Or by lots of hugs. Except that this snake is not very noticeable on this. So here we go.
Hello again, old friend. That must have been danger. I was smelly. Feel like letting go of me, Mr. Huggy? Wow. Oh, you really aren't kidding around, are you?
Mr. Huggy.
You're actually trying to squeeze the life out of me, aren't you? I love it. So, is your plan to kill me, then eat me? Amazing. Oh, that was a good one. Well, this has been fun, but I better be going soon. Okay, fun time's over, my scaly friend. I hope you're not bending my friend's spoon. I remember reading on the ship's Cosmomnopedia that snakes hate loud noises. Oh, I don't want to have to resort to sonic violence, Mr. Huggy, but it's time to let go now. Seriously, you better let go. Oh. Not kidding around, Mr. Huggy. I think it won't be much longer now. Guess that poor snake didn't realize how many hug attacks I've been through.
The hug attacks, of course.
Mr.
But
Huggy
here is
is
where you
all
have to
tuckered
learn
out.
that
Don't wanna
its
leave him
name
here
is
where
Mr.
someone
Huggy.
might step on him.
That's funny. Well, we have the snake now, so that's good. That was the last piece of that puzzle that I needed. Okay. Only the hyperscopic gem and then we're done.
Oh, hey, you had something caught in your throat. Hey, knock that off, Mr. Huggy. Back to your tree.
Mog Chatra, struck down by the Dead-Eye God, only to rise again. This maiden's feast was a disaster. I'm never gonna be mayor now.
What the fuck?
Excuse me?
Huh?
Feeling
Feeling better?
A little, but I won't know for sure until the polls come in tomorrow.
Where did Mog Choffer go?
I assume back home, beyond the gates of the Plague Dam.
Okay, tell me where
Can you
we
tell
are.
me where we are?
Why, the village of Shellmound, of course. The 8th largest incorporated seaside territory on the whole East Coast.
Who are you?
Marshal Dude. Who are you?
I'm Shay, from Loruna.
Loruna? You're from the ancient lost city far beyond the Plague Dam?
Huh.
Well, that's not exactly how it was described to me.
Do you know anything about
Do
electronics?
you know anything about electronics?
What's electronics? Some new data analysis service for elections?
Do you know how to build superconductive gyroscopic hypercam?
Do you know how to build a superconductive gyroscopic hypercam?
I can build anything, as long as it's made out of sand.
I don't think sand is going to stick together enough.
Once upon a time, I would agree with you. But I recently met a mysterious young woman who gave me a secret ingredient.
I don't think
sand is superconductive.
If it can't be made with sand, it's not worth making at all.
How do you know how to build a superconductive?
Do you know how to build a superconductive gyroscopic hypercam?
I can build anything, as long as it's made out of sand.
Oh, you mean sand? Synthetic anonymous nanodrones.
Oh, do you mean sand? Synthetic autonomous nanodrones? Because that would be great if you had some of those.
No, I mean sand, as in the chief export of this fine community.
Oh.
I think that's
I think sand is the perfect material for making spaceship parts. But can you make something this complicated?
Please, do you realize to whom you are speaking? And that's why they call me Marshal Dune.
Thanks.
No, thank you, son, for reminding me why I got into this business. I might look like a politician, but underneath it all, I'm just a guy who loves sand. Ooh, that's good. I'm going to pass that along to my speechwriter.
Okay, now we have a mold. That one was much easier to understand. But the snake one was quite a bullshit. Why the fuck is that such bullshit to... No. Who actually will think of like, oh, the snake, yeah, I will probably need to keep hold on to that.
Hey, Curtis, do you think you could make a metal version of this?
Huh. Well, that's a cool looking one of those. But it's not a mold. I only work from molds, sorry.
Okay. I have his flute now. Okay, let's see.
I don't want to give him... Have any regrets?
I should have never abandoned my underwater commune. Now that was...
I don't know how to tune that. This thing isn't good for much, except for representing what a superconductive gyroscopic hypercam would look like. I could cover this sandy cam in paper, but I don't think that... No response. I can't eat the frosting off of this poster. Not the right part for this guy. I don't think I can tune a spoon.
I'm always ready to play in the key of E, A, and T.
8. Stupid joke. There we go. And totally affected Curtis' house. Let's go over here. Let's go to the tree.
I'm just gonna put this here, okay?
Hey, the forest isn't your dumping ground, human.
Yeah.
So just the side of this girl's face...
Stool girl!
Fascinating.
Just leave me be.
The sap hardened into a perfect, albeit gross...
Sorry.
Looks like a pit. The sap hardened into a perfect, albeit gross-looking, mold for a hypercam.
Woohoo! I'm smart.
Hey, Curtis, do you think you could use this as a mold?
Hey, this is a nice mold. What is this, a candle holder?
It's a super...
Because candle holders sell like crazy. I can totally use this as a mold if it's a candle holder.
It's a super candle holder.
Cool. Let's try it out. Hit the road, kitty.
Can I have the kitty?
Please don't be a cat. Please don't be a cat.
That's perfect. You think it conducts electricity really well?
Well, not that it matters for a candle holder, but based on the metals I'm using, yes.
Thanks.
Yeah, you take the first one. Fair trade for this awesome mold that is gonna make me so rich. Which I only care about because it gives me the freedom to be truer to myself as an artist.
Thanks, Curtis. Pleasure doing business. I mean, art with you.
Can I have the kitty now? No? Okay. Well, we have that super hygroscopic power gem diggity, so... Woohoo! I think that's the last item that we needed. Oh, and we have the flute, so we probably be able to get it out real quickly. Because we can fly.
I can't believe it.
I think this is the last item that we needed. All that we needed was that fucking damn snake. Oh, and the charge for Fella. But whatever. Felfa? Why do I always say Felfa?
Here you go. One superconductive gyroscopic hypercam as requested.
Hey, that looks even better than my old one. This faux sandy texture really adds to the conductive surface area. Brilliant.
Oh yeah, that's a really recent advancement in hypercams.
Well, thanks, Shay. That about does it.
Is there anything left for me to do?
Just sit here and wait for your dad to pass the hall, and then we'll take off.
How long do you think that will take?
Hey, I waited 300 years for this. We can wait a few more minutes.
Hey, that song that makes your space conductor return to his last port? Could you play it for me? On this?
Well, I can try.
Oh, that's catchy.
I think if you're a navigation computer, that's actually a pretty hot melody.
Hey, you got this one?
So we're done actually on this part. So the only one that we need is Fella. And I have no clue what to do with her.
I think I found your bedroom, Dutch.
Where the magic happens.
Between you and the spoon here?
No. That guy, me and him had a big beef over a dame.
Who won?
Don't see him around anymore, do you?
Oh, that's horrible.